Well, James Moody was so sad to for us here, remaining people here on this uh, begotten planet named Earth, that here we are, and we had to lose the presence of somebody that made life here on this planet so much better. So yeah, it was sad for us, and but James sure had a wonderful. I know he had a wonderful existence in what he gave to others, and I'm sure he's in a much better situation now. Uh, because he was ill, and so he's in a much better situation now. And so let's not be selfish. Let's wish him Godspeed. Job well done. And I met Buddy Collette. He was a little bit my senior, but he made a tremendous breakthrough. As you know, he was in the band on Groucho Marx's television show You Bet Your Life, and he was one of the first black musicians that were integrating in in some of the all-white bands. Again, the same bifurcated society that Horn and we were all in. And he made, so he was great. I like Buddy Collette. I met him, of course, later on, and I love the theme song from that show. Da 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 do dee do dee do dee dee da da dee da. It was great. Of course, I was a huge fan of Groucho Marx as well, and so it was kind of nice. It was really nice. There were some wonderful things that have happened in this country. As of the many faults that America has, it is still the country that has the most hope and has produced the. It's one of these things. It's not perfect. It's far from perfect, but still it is. It still is the best place when you think about Groucho Marx and Buddy Collette and Horn and these things happened in America. It's just less stressful and less physically stressful. So it's sort of a strange anomaly, but that's the way it works out. I find that it's when I can do things spontaneously, the more spontaneous it is, the less stress it is, physically and musically. I've always enjoyed playing in Japan. I have many friends in Japan. My wife and I used to really go to the Japanese theater every time we went to Japan. We really got to appreciate the cultural things about Japan. So I love my Japanese friends. They love me, and they had a nice homecoming for me when I came back there this year. And I'd like to give a nice shout out to all of my Japanese fans. Wish them all well, and that we will continue making music and listening to good music and being so appreciative of the arts. The first time I went to Japan, I was studying Buddhism at the time, and that was 59 or 63? Maybe it was 63. It's soon to be 50 years since I first went to Japan. I loved the culture. I loved the rainforest. I liked the shakuhachi, the bamboo flute. and the Buddhist temples and everything. As you know, I'm a student of all of the spiritual practices, yoga, and all of this stuff. So I really enjoy Japan. It was quite a distinction to be the first jazz person selected. And that means a lot, because I think that it's important to break down these barriers of acceptance that jazz has had to encounter along its travels through history. So that, yes, it's very important in that respect, quite. Well, I need to put out an album, and I am intending to put out an album this year. So that's my plan. That's my intention, and hopefully I'll be able to do that. Jazz is a very universal spirit. The spirit of jazz is something which is so strong and so positive that it's one of the beautiful gifts that our higher powers, the creator of this universe, has given to mankind is music, and then jazz music in particular, which I feel is the music. And so it's wonderful to be play a small part in the spreading of this music, and having fans, people listen to me over all these years, and so it's wonderful to be a soldier, in the jazz army, because it's it's such a peaceful music. It's peaceful. You can go to a jazz concert in some of these inner cities that they put on. There's no fighting. There's no gang violence, no shooting. People are there in a heavenly state. And this is it, because this is the music that has such a deep spiritual quality to it. And yet it's visceral, it's heavenly, it's everything. And as I said, I'm just so fortunate to be. I loved it from the minute I heard it as a child, and I'm so fortunate to be able to get into it and play it and be able to do it more in my life. And it's one of the great gifts of life.